Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at XRP then. Basically, if we're looking to do some trades with XRP, we're working out how we're going to go about doing those trades. So, looking at the Satoshi value, it looks like a coin that you really just don't want to trade, to be honest. If you look at the state of that, why wouldn't you trade Bitcoin instead of this? Well, to be honest with you, Bitcoin's the easier one to predict, but in many ways, I think XRP is relatively easy to predict too. One thing I could say about it is that at this moment in time, given the state of the coin on Sats and with tether pairing, it might be easier to trade it, or should I say less risk. Always use low leverage, obviously. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, this isn't financial advice. We could see a crash with XRP, but that crash should only happen if Bitcoin's likely to crash. If Bitcoin wants to crash, XRP wants to crash. Bitcoin wants to pump, XRP will probably pump a tiny bit, but not much. There's a few things we want to look at with XRP, and these are the things I'm going to be trading it with. Given what happened recently, and also with a trend line that's gone on for quite a significant period of time, over 2 years. So, just in a nutshell then, this is the deal with XRP. Since the parabolic top, we're measuring here with candle bodies and candle wicks, so not exactly the best way to look at it, but it does appear to be working to an extent. So top there, top there, top there, and then we broke out of this and spiked, broke down beneath it and plummeted, as did every coin, to be honest with you, regained 100%, and then popped out of this level here to create a nice little run. This is the same as what happened last time we came out of this descending trend. We popped right up above it and came right back down below to test it. Popped right up above it, came right down below to test it. Now, what happened last time was we fell deeply underneath it and then crashed all the way down here. Now, this is in relation to a crash of all financial markets. You know, given the state of affairs at the moment, everything has this big dump like this, but not everything has this descending trend line that we can map by. So this is one thing that I'm going to be looking at and working where to place my trades. Now, at the moment, it looks very much like it wants to come back down to test the descending trend line. That would actually bring us down to at least almost 18 cents, just below. Okay, and that's as of today. As it's descending each day, it goes further and further and further down. So what I'll be looking to do on this, and again, this is my trade. I'm not asking you to follow me. I'm just asking, if you want to listen to my plan, this would be my plan. And like I say, I do trade other coins as well, lots of other coins, but XRP is one that I do like to trade, given this descending trend and how reasonably predictable the chart looks to me. That would be. So again, we are bearish on this one in the very, very short term. Bitcoin looks a little overextended, perhaps maybe wants to come back down a little bit, but we're bullish in the long term, or short to medium term I should say, because we've got our golden cross taking place now on the daily. We've got a very, very nice looking MACD, and we've had an enormous amount of accumulation all this time. We'd had a tiny dump, allowing the RSI to reset. It's a bullish chart, but it does look like it wants to pop down, maybe down to around about perhaps just under 9,000, maybe. But if it doesn't, it's no big deal. We're focusing on XRP. So XRP, like I say, I want to see it come down to kiss this trend line again. If it kisses the trend line, that'd be great, and then I will place my trade. I'll also place my trade with a stop loss just below it here. Ideally, if we did get a dump, I'll be looking to buy it as soon as that wick comes up above this trend line. A wick could easily fall right below it and get bought back up. So long as the closing candle body gets above this descending trend, I will buy, with obviously reasonably low leverage, maybe a 3x or something like that, and we'll see if we can hold that, because there's every chance that this coin will do alright in the future. At the moment it's being beat up badly, and the key is it needs to break above this descending trend, stay above this descending trend, and begin to make higher highs again. At the moment we're just making lower highs and lower lows every single time consistently on the daily chart. So it's not a very good looking chart. All things can reverse, but for the moment this has not reversed. This just continues with its descending trend, lower highs and lower lows. So that will be that, and that will be that deal. So when we're looking at the other indicators, we do have a negative cross on the MACD. What is that? Yeah, as of today, a little bit of bullish divergence, but only ever so slightly. The RSI is all over the place, and we're below all major moving averages. Let's have a look on some of the smaller, lower time frames. So we'll just have a look on the 12-hourly. 12-hourly almost got a golden cross, so that's relatively positive. If we can pump above and stay above areas of around about 21 cent, really, for about a week or so, we will get that cross, and that should forge a continuation. Let's have a look on the 4-hourly. And what can we see here? Again, we got our golden cross all the way back here, and we had a nice pump from that. And it looks like it could maybe, unless we get out of this danger zone, have a bit of a death cross on that. Let's have a look at the deal here. So yeah, that's not looking very good either. Neither is the RSI. So it needs to make a move now, otherwise there will be a dump. But like I said, with Bitcoin wanting to pull back, I do think that in the very short term a dump with XRP will be good to come down and test this level around about here. So the buy zone for me, if it were to happen today, is going to be around 18 cent or so, and that would be a nice little buy for me. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there. I am at work. I've got work to do. I just thought I'd drop this video in for you XRP lovers, and let me know what you feel about my situation with this trade, and if you think I've missed anything specifically, or what your expectations are for the rest of the year for XRP. Do you think it's going to dump? Do you think it's going to pump? Or do you think it's just going to stay around within the same levels between, I suppose, 10 to 50 cent? Thanks for watching. See you later.